Hello, fellow gooplets and gooplers. We're back again with another episode of the Gooper Reel podcast. So, if you weren't here for any of the other episodes, the Gooper Reel is basically
the only other episode.
Yeah, the only other episode at this time. At this time, there might be more. We never know, or we could die and there could be no more.
Yeah, death is mandatory. So.
Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. All right. Do you want to explain what the Gooper Reel is to our fellow gooplings, or do you want me to explain?
We're not going to do this every week.
I guess. Why?
Gooper Reel will go over a movie each week, movie, show, media, something, and just talk about it, talk about what we thought. And this week we went to the Beekeeper, released.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared. Talk a little bit more.
Yeah. I got you. All right. Yeah, the Beekeeper movie with Jason Statham, you know, the guy that was in a lot of the Fast and Furious movies. He's been in a lot of action movies over the years. He was in Meg and Meg 2, The Trench. You know, he has good record of movies behind him. And so, you know, seeing the movie, you know, I thought it was going to be just another, like, one of those kind of like lazily made action movies, but I'm going to say it wasn't just that, and there was
so the cast. What do we think about the cast?
I mean, I have some things I thought about some of the actors.
Yeah,
but
let's talk about the characters, actually, rather than the cast. There is a beekeeper, which in this lore, beekeepers are government-hired people to go against the law, kind of.
Basically, they're people hired by the government, given like full resources or whatever that means in the context of the movie. That's what they said, given full resources to complete tasks that the law can't complete. So through like the traditional justice system and FBI and stuff, that basically beekeepers are there to like do what the law hasn't been able to do.
Vigilante type stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'd say so. Yeah. We went to this yesterday, actually. Today's a Wednesday. We went on a Tuesday because $5 Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
$5 Tuesday. And it was an experience, to say the least. We got there and
9:30 p.m.
Actually, right before we got there, I looked online. They moved our auditorium.
Yeah.
We had the big main auditorium, and then I looked online, and they downgraded us.
Yeah, exactly.
There's like 5 other seats bought, so they moved everyone around. And once we got there, we got to pick different seats. So that worked out well, I guess.
And then we got in there, and then nobody else was there. It was just us.
Yeah, there was still 5 seats bought, but no one else showed up.
Yeah.
So I guess
we had free reign.
Yeah, so I guess some plans came up for some other people. I'm not complaining, though. I like a theater to myself.
Yeah.
Or ourselves, I guess.
Yeah, it's not just you. Come on.
Yeah, I forgot about you.
Yeah.
20 minutes in, what happened?
So we're watching the movie. It's going business as usual as you are at the movie theater, and then all of a sudden the screen shuts off, and then the audio's still going, the screen shuts off, and the lights turn on, and then like we just hear the movie, but nothing's on the screen. So it's like, what the goop?
Yeah, this is a L experience.
Yeah.
As the kids say.
Yeah,
I had to get up off my seat, go out of my way to talk to a person at the front. Say, hey, yo, your theater's broken.
And they fixed it.
They did back it up, too. So I'm actually kind of happy they did that. I was expecting them to just, like, flick it back on, and we would have missed, like, 15 minutes.
And it would have sucked. It was in the middle of a fight scene.
It was, like, the first big action sequence, so that would suck if we missed it.
I was like, let's try to imagine what's going on. It didn't work because
we're getting off track.
So yeah,
back to characters.
Yeah,
so Beekeeper, we explained that.
What's a beekeeper? Just kidding. We went over that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. You went over that.
Yeah. Bad memory.
Then there's a lady, old lady. She she cares for the beekeeper. She keeps him around. She has meals with him. They're basically friends. He provides her honey because he's a beekeeper.
Mm-hmm.
They just care about each other. You know, they're friends. It's almost like a mother-son, almost, but it's not. He says multiple times. Sorry to.
Oh, that's fine.
He says multiple times that she's the only one to ever care for him. So that just shows how he got brought up. He got brought up in a probably like a almost parentless way. You know, it's like I don't know if he was adopted or, you know, I don't know, but it couldn't have been good.
Well, let's talk about our general idea of the movie first, how we felt about it, and then we'll dive into some.
One more major character.
Yeah, that's fine.
The cop lady.
The
cop lady. What's her name?
She's definitely a character in more ways than one. Let's see.
Agent Verona Ryder?
Parker. Like Peter.
Oh, like Peter.
Peter Dinklage. Peter Parker.
I don't know the lady's name, like the nice lady, but she's the cop's mom.
Mm-hmm.
So basically there's these three people. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I thought of it, the movie overall, I thought it was a movie. It was an action movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else. Like,
well, that's
story.
That's a fair
story. Was actually, I kind of enjoyed the plot.
Mm-hmm.
The plot was awesome. The writing, the line deliveries. Some of the line deliveries are crazy. Like, there was okay. We did write some stuff down. We forgot our notebook, though, so I had to use my phone. First thing I wrote down, there was a rat guy, like a rat man.
There was,
in the opening credits. It was awesome.
It was a little scary.
It was just a frame, but I thought that was kind of goofy.
So.
Yeah.
He was eating something. I don't remember what he was eating, but it was
probably
rat.
Cheese.
Yeah.
That's what rats eat.
Well, bees.
Bees? The opening credits was cool, though.
Yeah, there were bees everywhere. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like a show opening almost.
Yeah.
Kind of liked it.
It was very different. It was almost in the vein of like The Killer, where it was like a montage.
Yeah.
But like it was basically all bees and like just a whole bunch of different media of bees, basically like books and stuff. But it was really cool. It was very nice, very cool opening, very different.
Yeah, I enjoyed the opening.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we just meet these characters. We don't really get into the like how they are, like their relationship. We don't really get into that too much. Jason Statham, the beekeeper, does he have a name?
The beekeeper.
Oh, and
Adam, that's right, Adam Clay.
Adam Clay.
I forgot his name.
Yep. Adam Clay. He doesn't show emotion, so he just like the killer. He's an emotionless killer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, spoilers. Or do you have anything else to say?
Yeah, I know we might go over this later, but I kind of wanted to just talk about the fight scenes just a little bit.
Okay.
Like sort of gloss, like the movie, at first glance, it kind of looks like it's just like, you know, your average run of the mill, action movie, over the top action, and really no like substance behind it, you know. And a lot of action movies that come out that are like sort of, I would say, cheaply made. I don't want to say cheaply made because they're still multi-million dollars, but they don't really know how to choreograph a fight scene well. So it's just boring to just watch like, oh, okay, there's like these people are fighting and it's like, well, you don't know what's going on because the camera's so shaky. But in The Beekeeper, there were a lot of chaotic scenes with fighting, but it is choreographed in a way where it's watchable. It doesn't make you tired to watch, and it's satisfying in how the fight scenes go over, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought the choreography in the fight scenes and all the action sequences were awesome.
Yeah.
That's actually probably one of my biggest positives about this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
On top of the story was unique. We could go over the plot. That's not spoilers. Basically, this happens right in the beginning. The nice lady, she gets scammed by a group of scammers at a call center. And these guys are just douchebags. They're just bad guys. Like, they don't have a good bone in their body. They just want to hurt the elderly basically, and what ends up happening is that nice lady that cares for the beekeeper, and that is the mom of the daughter.
The mom of the daughter.
She's a mom of a daughter, but the cop lady.
Aren't we
mom
all?
of the cop lady, yeah, I guess.
Wait.
She ends up committing. Can we say that Sudoku? Committing.
Game ending.
Yeah,
she kills herself.
Yeah. I didn't know if that's like politically correct way to say it.
No, yeah. She basically, she gets scammed.
$2 million.
Yeah, and it's not, and
$2 million plus.
Yeah. She gets scammed pretty hard
For a charity.
Yeah, she
is the nicest lady you're ever gonna find.
Yeah, she like owns a charity, and she has money saved up for retirement, and then all this money gets just taken from her by these scammers.
Yeah.
Wait, is this spoiler?
No, it's right at the beginning.
Okay. All right.
If you think it's spoilers, well, too bad. You're getting them shoved down your throat.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, I mean, solid movie. Let's rate it at the end. But spoiler talk?
Yeah, we'll talk about spoilers.
Okay. Sound the alarm.
Wii U.
Yeah, that's a good alarm.
Okay. Go first.
Yeah, I'll start it off.
Cool.
Wrote down some notes. Yeah, not many.
The old notepad.
It's hard to write down notes.
Did say the rat thing? That was his number one note. If that was the only thing you said, I would have been happy.
The rat thing's pretty cool.
It's a pretty big rat. Like, imagine a big rat. This was a big rat.
Yeah, it's a big rat.
Yeah. All right.
We get in. Okay, so yeah, we basically described the opening and the reason that all this stuff is gonna go down. Jason Statham and Adam's not happy with this because it's the only person he cared for, and the cop lady thinks it is Adam who kills her because she was just wrong place, wrong time, basically. And they're both sad because her mom died and his mother figure died. So obviously they're gonna be sad and mad and all the bad feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mr. Statham, Mr. Clay.
Mr. Statham.
Yeah.
I like that.
He contacts some people he's worked for to figure out names and locations of these people, and he gets them, and he gets to their call center. He doesn't really waltz in, but he beats some guy. He beats some guys up in the front and he's holding 2 gas cans.
He says, "I'm gonna burn this place down," and they're like, "Yeah."
This is where the movie cut off.
Oh,
this is where it turned off. So I kind of got out of it for a little bit. But luckily, it was an action sequence, so it brought me right back in.
Yeah.
He walks in with 2 gas cans, beats up a couple people, lights the place. No, he pours the gasoline, sets a bomb, and basically says, the next caller to call in will set off this. You guys better get out.
It kind of reminded me of like a saw trap, just the fact that he goes in there, he finds the people responsible, and he just like sets up a bomb rigged to a phone that, like you said, explodes when they call. So I just thought that was so cool. Like,
this movie is cheesy, but that's one of the reasons a lot of people like it. Critics love this movie, 90+%.
It definitely doesn't take itself too seriously. It doesn't do it in like, oh, it's just a bad movie. No, it takes itself seriously enough for that, but it doesn't take itself so seriously that it just comes across as stupid. I think it comes across in a way where it's like, it's funny, it's a little bit dumb, it's a little bit cheesy, but it's not, it doesn't make the audience feel stupid usually. Yeah. We were talking about waltzes in, and what happens?
Well, like I said, he place goes boom. Yeah. Because obviously callers are calling in.
Yeah, big explosion.
Yeah.
Big boom.
And then I believe somewhere in there we learn the main villain, John Hutcherson. His name is Derek, I believe. He's basically a rich guy.
Derek Danforth. Yeah.
Yeah, he's basically a rich guy. His mom is later revealed as the president.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he has a dad. I thought the old guy was his dad at first, but it sounds like it's just his protector, whatever that means.
Yeah.
But yeah, we learn he's just like some rich guy that runs all these different call centers and all these different companies that scam old people for no reason.
He's basically like one of those people on YouTube that are like, this is how you get rich quick.
Yeah.
Like one of those people.
But he does it in the literally most heartless way possible.
Yeah. Scamming people.
It's a really sad premise because it happens. And I really like how this is the plot line. This is how everything sets off.
Yeah.
After facility go boom, 4 guys from this facility or hired by the main, because the main guy makes it out, the manager of the place.
Yeah.
He makes it out.
Barely.
Yeah, he hires 3 other people to go with him and track this guy down, try to find him, and they find him eventually. And was it in a barn?
It was actually at the lady's house that the lady that had killed herself, her house had a barn, and they went there. They tracked, the beekeeper down there. Like they see his truck, they're like, that's him, and then they go after him.
Yep, duked it out for a while. They ruined his beehives.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too happy. The bees were flying about. They weren't too happy either.
Yeah, they basically fought, and of course, Adam Clay is going to end up on top. He is the beekeeper. He kills 3 of the guys in really creative ways. I don't remember them all.
I remember some of them.
I remember he used their own guns against them. I think in one of the kills, he shoves the shotgun in the guy's mouth to the point where, like, he can't open his mouth anymore and just twists it and something cracks and he dies.
Yeah, it's kind of brutal.
Yeah, and then he takes a barrel off a shotgun and sticks someone with it. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. The main guy as well, he's in there. Adam Clay, the beekeeper, takes the other guy's hand. The main guy takes his hand. The manager, yeah. I remember his name.
He doesn't need a name. Just the manager of the first call center, because there are more call centers.
Basically, he takes his hand to a saw and chops some of his fingers off, and then the scene cuts away after that. After you see his hands getting like you don't see it like super up close, but his hand's getting cut off, and then it cuts to the next scene.
And then, I think it's just a scene of the bad guy again talking some business. Oh, this guy's after me.
He's on the phone and his hand is like bleeding, so he has his hand by his chest. He's like crying.
Yeah, so it cuts to him making it out alive, and the beekeeper catches him calling his boss. And this was a creative kill. He ties him up to his truck and
takes a seatbelt, ties him to his truck, and then lets his truck just drive into the river.
Is in the trailer, but he lets his truck drive off a bridge into the river. He's just like behind it, like kind of like an inner tube on the lake. It's
a good way of putting it.
Pretty creative.
And then this whole time, Josh Hutcherson, Derek, is on the phone. He hears the whole thing go down. He is he doesn't make it seem like he is, but he's definitely scared of the situation. Gonna die.
And I think around this point we learn that it's kind of a John Wick plot where everyone's against this guy. The FBI, the bad guy, everybody,
basically everybody.
He's wanted. This is like a really John Wick-ish plot.
Yeah.
And then next thing to happen is unless you remember anything, is the gas station.
Yeah. So
okay. So wait, I want to explain something quick.
That's fine.
The cop lady. Personally, I think she should be with him, like on his side, but she's against him. Like, I guess this guy's technically a terrorist, but he's doing it for her mom, and I don't know. There should have been some more like dynamic relationship there where, she doesn't know if she should like be on his side or be against him, but there's none of that. She's just against him.
Like the cop, she was at the beginning of the movie. She originally had thought that Adam Clay had killed her mom, and then she was really aggressive towards him, and then they found out, no, it was actually suicide. Your mom killed herself because of, there's just a shock from what had happened. And then so she obviously like feels bad about it, but she still doesn't like the guy, like it's just like
she
connected
does.
to it.
She asked him to a drink.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
It's such a weird relationship that doesn't get really delved into other than the first part of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, after she just sits with him and talks, he's like, oh, this is a bond and they'll probably be on the same side. But no, she just, without like any reason, is just super against him and working against him constantly, trying to track him down and stop him, which... Again, he's technically like a terrorist. He's not doing stuff the law's way.
Yeah.
So I guess you can't blame her, but knowing everything that they showed us, she should have some more like connection with him.
Yeah, like their relationship isn't really gone over at all in the movie, which I guess is a missed opportunity if you look at it that way. Or I mean, I don't know. I would say it could have been, but it didn't happen, and I don't think the movie suffered because of it.
Yeah, it was fine. But the Fortnite skin at the gas station, lady with a pink coat, literally looks like a Fortnite skin. Like
she's part of some of the people that have come after Adam Clay that are coming to try to kill him, to get rid of him for the call center guy, the main guy, Derek.
Yeah, she attacks him at a gas station, and she uses a minigun mounted on a truck. She obviously doesn't win the fight. She gets Zoolandered, I wrote.
She gets Zoolandered? No, she doesn't use a minigun on the truck. Doesn't he use minigun on the truck, or she does?
I don't know if it's his truck, but she uses it.
Oh, she uses it?
She uses it. I'm pretty sure. And then she gets Zoolandered, I put.
Yeah.
You know if you know, but basically the gas station blows up. Because she's like, why am I saying Adam Driver?
Adam Driver?
Adam Clay is like spreading gasoline
He
around.
drives, is that why?
He does drive.
Yeah. Yeah. He loves spreading his gasoline around. I don't know why. He just loves doing that, and he did that. And then he said he sometimes as a beekeeper needs to smoke hornets out of the hive, and that's what he did in that scenario.
The gas station is where one of the worst lines I've ever heard in AAA cinema ever. It's so bad.
Probably close AA cinema. It's probably isn't AAA cinema.
You don't think?
No. Well, what's
probably
AAA?
I don't know. I just made it up.
Oh, okay.
But the cop lady, she says, the minigun mounted on the truck, the cop lady looks, she says, that's a minigun. It shoots 600 rounds per second. Well, all this stuff is going on.
No, this happens a little bit after.
Does?
She's there.
How did the truck survive? Oh yeah, that's right. She's
It's
there like
all
investigating.
Exploded, and then she comes after and investigates.
Yep, that's right.
But it's
still a really dumb line and a really dumb delivery.
And it's it was dumb. That line was really dumb. Like it was the way it was delivered. I think that was the problem with it. Like. The line itself might have made more sense if it was like delivered differently, but the way the line was delivered, and this is nothing against the actress, like I'm sure she's a really good actress, but in this movie she did not.
Yeah, she did not have her best.
Yeah, and maybe
she was like being laughed at by us pretty much the whole
just
length of the film.
A lot of her lines don't really hit. They come off really weird, and so this one especially was like one of the worst.
Yeah, like why are you like? I get you're trying to analyze the situation, but that's not how cops do it. They don't look at it and read you a fact out of a book.
Yeah, it's basically what is bro saying at this point.
Yeah, what is bro saying?
Yeah.
And then eventually Adam Clay gets to the second call center. This is jumping ahead quite a bit, but I don't remember anything significant. The FBI gets involved in this one. There's another manager at this place, and it's just like pretty much the same thing, but no boom.
No boom.
Or is there a boom?
He doesn't blow up that place.
Okay.
No.
No boom.
No boom. Sad.
Yeah, he just basically takes it over. He beats a bunch of guys up. We don't want to we don't want to ruin the fun, so you guys could still go see this movie. We're not gonna.
Some of the ways that people get beat up are very creative.
Yes, and the manager gets staple gunned.
Yeah.
Many times.
Yeah. So and that's not the only like occurrence of like, oh, that's it's a one-off thing. No, this movie has a lot of
creative ways of murdering, I guess.
Yeah, murdering or just like getting information out of people.
Yeah. And then the FBI is involved in this one. I think it was the feds, but one of them, like, I just remember Adam Clay. He climbed up to the top of the elevator, and one of the like FBI guys, they ran like at him, and literally Call of Duty slid into the elevator and looked up. It looked like a Call of Duty movement. It was so weird.
New operator?
That comes later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that comes later.
I see.
This was just a boring FBI guy, but he beats up the FBI. Does he kill the feds, or does he show them mercy because they're like with the law? I don't remember. He
beats up some people that are surrounding him. Some of the like feds are surrounding him, but
although he does like leave the one guy, like he lets him live.
Yeah,
he's like, I have kids, which so does probably everyone else that he's killed.
No, this guy isn't like heartless, like killing. Like the reason he's doing this is because
pissed. These call centers, I said it before, but they're just the worst. They're a good like villain, like henchman to the villain.
Like nobody feels like sympathy for a call center corporation.
They're so rude about it too. Like they have old people on the phone, and then they mute themselves and joke with their buddies about it, and then go back to the call and just
it's a very good villain. Yeah, very good villain.
Well, henchman kind of. Yeah. And then after that call center gets taken over, he wants to cut the head off the snake. I don't know if he used that term, but
that's a good term. I don't think he did, but that's a good term.
Yeah, he wants to get rid of the head of the operation.
Well, I mean, they use the term Queen Slayer because it's like in beehives.
There's a lot of they said Beekeeper maybe 30 times.
Yeah, it's a lot, and they also said the F-bomb a lot of times as well. That like it probably gives Pulp Fiction a run for its money.
Yeah,
how many F-bombs are dropped in
Thanksgiving had a lot too.
That's true. Yeah. It's said a lot, but a lot of
sometimes the writing felt like AI. Like not just for the cop lady. We're not going to trash on her anymore because we already did that enough. But the rest of the writing was just a lot of it felt off. It felt like no one says that in that way. No one, like I kept turning to you when they would say a weird line, and then you would say like, they're getting the point across, but that's not the point.
No, I get what you mean.
Good writing is like finding a way people would say something. People aren't machines. People aren't robots. They don't. That's kind of what some of the writing felt like.
Yeah, that is definitely what it was like in the movie. When I definitely took it in more as like I was really enjoying myself because it was like. It was the perfect mixture of like it was a long day. I didn't want to like have to watch a movie that required a ton of like active like watching. So I was like watching it, and some of the lines were like delivered really like maybe not as well as they could have been, but I like they said what needed to be said. It was not a lot of lines were not written the best, or at least. I see it more as like they weren't like acted the best, like, and nothing against the actors again, but
the delivery was off too on some of them.
Yeah, and that kind of for me was like a little bit of okay, well, this sounds a little weird, but I can still get behind it because I guess for me, just the premise in general was kind of like out there enough that it didn't take me out of the movie. Just there being a beekeeper
I guess it
guy
matched with
kills
the
people.
goofiness kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next part is, well, we learn Derek, the villain, the main villain that funds the whole thing, runs the whole thing. We learn his mom's a president, like I said, and
she's a president.
Yeah,
It's kind of
it kind of comes out of nowhere, but it's fine.
it's not really that big of a deal.
Yeah.
In the movie.
So they go to, is it Derek's house? His mansion, just where he lives, I think, where he works.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, and they're having are they having like a conference thing or like a meeting thing?
Yep.
Because there's a lot of people there. Adam Clay is able to meander his way in a very creative way. Not going to go over it because see it for yourself. We paid the money. No, your turn to pay the money.
Yeah, we're not like those reviews that tell you the movie. You need to watch.
Even though last week we kind of just like told you everything.
Yeah, we can't be giving it to you guys that easy.
Yeah, no. But
we do love you guys.
We learn that they have a hired guy that has dealt with beekeepers before. This guy I called the Call of Duty operator because he's wearing a bright yellow jacket. He has like a mixture of 12 accents.
Yeah, and he's just
you
asked me
guy.
Like what area do you think the accent's from, and I was like, I have no idea
because I don't think it is an accent. It felt like he was doing 12 at once.
So he sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but like.
No, he did.
If he was like,
he sounded like a mixture of everything.
Yeah, no, like like it was a mixture of so much stuff. It was
crazy.
It wasn't bad. It was just really fun.
No, he was definitely like a goofball. Like his character is just meant to be goofy, but he has one leg. I guess that comes into play later.
Because he has kind of a vendetta against beekeepers.
Yeah, because a beekeeper took his leg or ripped it off or.
Yeah.
And then, basically it's build up, and then the big fight happens. Of course, the character is cornered at this point with a lot of guns pointed at his head. And then I leaned over to you. He's going to blow up the truck, and everyone's going to turn around, and then he's going to get out of this situation. And guess what happened?
That exact thing happened.
It's so overused, but I guess it's the easy way out.
Yeah.
If you're not creative, I guess that's where you go.
And then they shot the guy in the. He ends up like shooting the guy in the mouth then. And
he shoots the Call of Duty operator in the cheek.
Yeah.
And
makes him mad.
I've seen that before. The Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
The merry-go-round.
Yeah.
He shot him in the cheek, and he had to spit out the bullet.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty brutal.
It would hurt.
Yeah, it probably would hurt. Yeah.
Wouldn't wish that on anybody.
I wouldn't doubt it. And how? So I think he just runs away, starts fighting a bunch of people. It's an action and
in the guy's mansion. We're still in.
Yeah, we're still in his mansion.
In Derek's mansion.
And then he runs into the Call of Duty operator again, still kicking with the hole in his cheek, blood gushing.
And in my opinion, this is one of the best fight scenes of the movie.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's basically a long knife fight that's well choreographed.
Mm-hmm. Mirrors everywhere.
Eventually, he takes out the leg of the Call of Duty operator, and that kind of puts him on the upper hand, the beekeeper on the upper hand, and he takes him out. And
this is a long scene, but you're just watching. It's like, wow,
it's a long scene, but it's
this big
good
guy.
Long scene.
Yeah, like at first they're like the same power level, and then eventually like he finally overpowers the Call of Duty operator guy and then beats him up and eventually kills him, I guess, because they were fighting to the death there.
And I also wrote down that like all the FBIs, the special forces, the SWAT teams, every person, they're all like stormtroopers. They're so
they can't aim.
There is one point where he's surrounded by 10. I mean, not that they can't aim, just that they're dumb.
Yeah.
There's one point where he's surrounded by like 10 like officers of some sort, and he just beats them all up. Like none of them have a gun drawn. None of them. I mean, in reality, he snuck up on them, but still, if you're an officer like that, if you're a trained professional, you have a gun ready at all times, pretty much. Mm-hmm. And he just beats up 10 guys without a scratch.
He definitely has main character invincibility.
Yeah, for sure. I felt that hard on this movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It makes for some good action scenes, though. Like, you don't necessarily feel for Adam Clay's life, because like, you know, he's obviously showing he's good at, and you never really think he's in danger, but it's more the stakes of what's happening and more just how the fight scenes are choreographed that makes you like, okay, well, I want to see how this plays out.
Yeah, and then we kind of get the final sequence. He goes into Derek's room or something, and Derek's in there with his mom, and the beekeeper walks in, and Derek holds his mom hostage, and basically the beekeeper puts him out right before he's about to kill his mom, which is like, huh? I guess he doesn't want to leave alone or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty
just a
sure.
crazy guy.
I'm pretty sure he was trying to kill her. I thought he was trying to kill her just so that like they didn't kill her. Because you know, he was like, goodbye, mom, and he like pointed the gun at her head, and then that's when Adam Clay shot him, and then yeah,
perfect aim. You usually don't want to shoot at someone with a hostage held like that because, oops, you know, misfire and.
Mm-hmm. And then he escapes, and then
Adam Clay jumps in the water and swims away.
And you see a bee fly across the screen.
Credits roll.
Yeah, credits rule.
Credits rule.
Yeah.
So overall, give me a percentage on this movie.
Yeah, I would say this movie, well, it wasn't like bad, and you know, it was definitely average, and it wasn't. Oh, well, I said it wasn't bad, but I would probably give it like a 56.5% because it wasn't bad. It was very well choreographed fighting wise, but as a movie as a whole, it wasn't great. Obviously, it was definitely entertaining, keeps you entertained. It's worth a watch, but if you like fighting movies, if you don't like movies with fighting, then I would say I can't really recommend it.
I would sit around the 60, 65. I think I'm a bit more generous though, because I feel like if I put anything under 60, I feel like School, I'm giving it an F, and I can't give this movie an F. Like I think I'd give it about a 65.
I would definitely rewatch it, so I'm not saying it's bad because I really enjoyed myself with it, and I'm just trying to rate it as like a movie, like as an experience. I would probably. Well, the movie itself as an experience, I'd probably give like a 70. The whole day as an experience with like everything that happened, you know?
Yeah.
I'd probably give it like, you know, a little bit higher because I'm going to remember what happened for a while. So
yeah, something always happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is weird because this is literally like if you have action movies, The Killer and The Beekeeper, they are polar opposites in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can even look at audience and critic scores. They literally flip-flopped. Like, one's good and one's bad, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything's opposite. The Killer is more for the critic. The Beekeeper is more for the general audience that don't care about, like, movies. Well, I mean, they watch them to
They care about movies.
I don't know how to say it. They don't care about the quality of movies.
Yeah,
they just want entertainment.
Yeah. I definitely get what you mean by that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was The Beekeeper.
Yeah.
It's worth a watch. That's for sure. I wouldn't say don't watch it, but go on a $5 Tuesday.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Or wait for
your
streaming.
Experience isn't as weird as ours.
Yeah.
It was goofy to say the least. But I did get to hear Macklemore after it.
Yeah. This guy listened to
Macklemore
for the first time.
Yeah, well, for like the first like conscious like trying to listen to time, like
yeah, and it was interesting.
it was something else. Yeah, it was an experience. All right.
Is it trivia time?
I think it's trivia time.
Trivia time.
Trivia time.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So who's gonna go first this time? You went first last time.
I did go first last time, and remember, we're both 100%.
That's true.
In quotation marks.
Yeah, in quotation marks.
Yeah, okay. Air quotes.
Air quotes. Can't see me, but I'm doing air quotes right now. All right. So I actually got 2 questions. You know, all right.
Ooh.
Choose a number between 1 and 2.
Between 1 and 2?
Yeah.
So like 1.5?
Yeah, we'll round it up to 2.
Okay.
Okay. If you had to choose between only watching movies or only watching TV, what would you choose? So by this question, I basically mean if you can never watch you can never watch any of the other ones again. You can only watch movies from now on. You can only watch TV shows from now on, and not like nothing in between. Like it's either or.
Okay, so do I still get? Oh, geez, that's hard.
I know.
Oh, you gave me a tough one. I can't get it wrong though, so I'll still be 100%.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I can.
You can have the wrong opinion, and then I'll judge you.
Okay.
But you can't like get the question wrong.
Okay. Geez. Okay. Movies or TV shows?
Yeah. Okay. How about this?
No.
Okay.
I'll answer it.
I can make it a little easier.
It's a would you rather. I'm gonna answer it as it.
All right.
I'm not gonna let you like give me the
easy mode. No easy mode.
Yeah, I don't want an easy mode.
Okay. All right.
I would say I would rather be into shows.
Be into shows?
Yeah, only TV shows. Only because I've seen a lot of shows that I just love, and I feel like shows last a lot longer than movies. And I think there's a lot more hours to be put into watching shows like Breaking Bad. How many seasons is that?
5 seasons, yeah.
5
I remember
seasons.
correctly.
Better Call Saul, 5, 6.
Yeah, I think it's 6 for Better Call Saul.
Yeah, those are both amazing shows, and they are a lot longer than any movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think you get more content out of shows, and I do enjoy the slow burn of learning characters, learning to care about them in a show. I love Daredevil, like Punisher. I love so many shows.
Mm-hmm. That's a good opinion.
Yeah,
I suppose.
I think movies might be more popular, but I think I'll go with shows.
Yeah, no, yeah. I kind of, I definitely see your opinion, but I think I'm a little weird personally because I prefer movies, I guess.
I think that's more normal.
I would choose movies.
I guess we both want to be the oddball.
Yeah, we want to be special.
Yeah,
we're not like other podcasters.
Dang.
Yeah.
How could you say that?
No, we're special.
Oh,
we're not like other podcasters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a well, yeah. No, I don't know. I just something about movies is like it's like you're in for me, it's like you're in a box. It sounds weird to say it like this, but this is the only way I can describe it. You're like in a box and the movie is the box. You're inside this 2.5 hour span, on average. Just like you're in the world of it from beginning to end. And like you usually have like a set beginning point, set end point. With a show, the thing that's different about a show is you have like a more drawn out episode, and sometimes they wait to give good character development till a longer time in, which is why only the shows I watch are like comedy shows like Futurama or like King of the Hill, just because like
I have a rebuttal.
More to. Well, I'm not saying you're wrong.
No. What about Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul?
Oh, okay, those
you're
are just good shows.
There are so many good shows.
There are no. Like that's what I mean. There are a lot
I
of good
haven't even
shows.
watched The Sopranos, but Narcos is awesome. I watched Narcos.
There's just something about like for me, I feel like it's less of a commitment when you're like I can watch.
It is less
TV
of a
shows.
commitment.
It's less of a commitment, and I like that because I feel more like okay, I got this movie done. Now I can watch another one. Rather than if it's like an episode, it's like, oh, I gotta watch this whole thing, and then I feel bad if I don't.
Yeah, well, shows are like a big commitment, but shows are also unique in where you can watch a limited series where they're 8 to 10 episodes in length, and they're less of a commitment.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's both angles.
Yeah, a little debate, I guess.
But yeah, I think let us know if you're watching on YouTube, let us know in the comments what you would do, because that's a tough one.
If watching on Spotify, just, I don't know, go to YouTube.
Or,
more views.
Go in, like, the Beekeeper Instagram post and comment.
Yeah.
We need those comments.
Yeah.
We aren't getting any comments on our posts.
Yeah.
It's making us feel depressed.
You guys got to comment. Like, if you guys don't comment, I'm going to be so sad.
I'm going to be so sad.
Yeah, we're trying to, like, really just make you guys feel bad. So please just comment.
Yeah.
We won't do this. We won't make you feel bad anymore. Make you feel happy.
Are you ready for my question?
I don't think so, but I guess.
I'm going to help you. Like, I'm going to make sure you get it.
Okay.
So you can't fail this one either.
Okay.
But I'm curious to see how fast you get it. So
boy.
I want you to tell me the top 10 grossing movies of 2023.
The top 10 grossing movies of 2023. So this is in 2023 when they came out, I assume, right? Not
yes,
like
they all came
time.
out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. This is definitely not going to be in order.
No, it doesn't need to be.
All right. Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer's on there, although it is at 5. Only reason being is because it's rated R, I'm guessing. Rated R movies don't get as much money, basically. But yeah, Oppenheimer being at 5 is crazy for rated R. It's actually one of 2 rated R movies on this list.
Is Killers of the Flower Moon another one on this list?
Nope.
Actually?
No, Killers of the Flower Moon didn't make it.
I suppose it came out a little later, too. So
that could play into it.
Yeah. Barbie, of course.
Barbie's number 1.
Dang, let's go. Getting dubs. How many are there? 10?
There's 10. You got 2.
There are 10. All right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on there? Mutant Mayhem?
No, it's not.
I didn't think it was. I just wanted to.
Let me here. I'll give you some clues, I guess. There's 2 animated films on here. There is
Is Elemental one of them? Did that come out?
Elementals came out in 2023, but it is not.
It is not on there.
I would say we would watch these animated movies. Like
we would.
Yeah, it's not like it's not per se only for kids. I guess Elemental adults can watch that. But
are they Disney movies?
No,
they're not. Oh.
One of them could be, but I don't think it is.
Oof.
Like I could see why people might think.
What is Wish on there?
Wish is not on there. That's Disney.
Okay, yeah.
You're thinking too late in the year.
Too late in the year.
I would say one's like beginning-ish of the year and one's like middle.
Okay.
You watched both these movies.
This is
one of them's on Netflix. Both of them are on Netflix right now.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It's got to be on there.
That's 4, but that's not those animated ones we're trying to.
They're on Netflix?
They're both on Netflix right now, I believe.
They're both on Netflix right now. You said I've seen them?
Yes, I'm pretty confident.
Venture to say?
I would venture to say that.
Okay. It's like I'm really bad. Like,
you will hate. Okay,
I'm gonna hate myself.
Yeah, let's let you ponder on those. Let's go to the bottom half because those are 2 and 3, the animated ones.
Yeah.
The bottom half we have a sequel.
A sequel?
Yeah, a sequel, and we have also. Shoot, how do I break this up? We have a sequel. The first movie of the series was crazy popular.
And was the second one popular as well?
Well, it's on the top 10 grossing. It's not as big, I wouldn't say.
Oh, wait. Avatar: The Way of Water?
Yeah.
That came out. That's right. That came out in 2023.
Yeah.
Shoot. That's crazy. I don't think Puss in Boots came out in 2023.
No. Oh, I think it did. But it's not on here.
Okay, yeah.
It could have been 2022 though.
All right. I don't know. I'm pretty stumped.
Really?
Don't tell me the 2 animated ones on Netflix. I think I can get that.
Okay. There are 2 more Marvel.
2 more Marvel movies. Well, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
That is on there.
Is on there. Okay.
I'm surprised that's on there. That's at 8.
Is the Marvels on there?
Nope. The other Marvel movie I don't think is Disney.
Really? Marvel movie that's not Disney? It wasn't Morbius.
No.
I would probably not want to live on Earth if Morbius.
Think of the Sony Marvels.
Yeah.
Sony Marvel movies.
Sony Marvel what? Oh my goodness. Across the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
How did I not?
3.
Oh my goodness.
And 2, you'd be mad too. 2, you don't have 2 yet, and you'd be mad once you figure it out.
I'm so mad that I didn't think of Across the Spider-Verse. It's such a good movie.
And I'm 100% sure you've seen 2.
You're 100% sure I've seen
animated.
2. It's animated? Oh my goodness. What, Peppa Pig?
No, not Peppa Pig.
Oh my gosh. I honestly don't know.
I think this will be a cult classic in the coming years.
A cult classic in the coming years.
Okay, I'll list someone off the cast.
Okay.
Seth Rogen.
The Mario movie.
Yes, the
Let's
Mario
go.
movie. I don't
Oh
know
my
what
gosh.
took you so long,
Bro, I don't know.
You're
I'm
brain farting.
I'm always brain farting.
Okay.
I don't think my brain's not farting ever.
So you have 3 left. You have 6, 9, and 10.
I have 6, 9, and oh my goodness.
6 is probably the toughest one on the list.
Give me a hint.
Disney.
Disney.
Super Disney.
Super Disney?
Yeah, like super duper Disney.
But it's not animated.
No. Well, it was.
It was animated?
Not this movie.
Oh, it's one of those
Yeah.
movies. It's not Pinocchio.
No.
What the heck? Why would I even guess that?
Do you know what live
The
action?
Little Mermaid?
Yes. That is number 6.
Actually,
That makes a lot of sense to me.
it does, yeah.
It's a
but
children's
still,
movie.
Yeah. And I don't think Pinocchio came out 2023. I think it was 2022.
A lot of Pinocchios have come out in the last 2 years.
Yeah, yeah.
There's been like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, there's one on Netflix. There's the Disney one.
9 and 10. We got one rated R movie on here. We got one
rated R.
PG-13.
Ooh. What type of movie is the rated R one? Like if you know what I'm saying.
We have mentioned the franchise in this podcast.
We've mentioned the franchise
In this podcast episode.
in this episode?
Yeah. I said something.
Oh my gosh. My memory is really bad. I'm like a goldfish.
What? Okay, so if this is Jason Statham's version of what? I've said it like 3 times maybe. Not this podcast, but
Of Jaws? What?
What?
Jason Statham's version of what?
what is the Okay, I should have said the Beekeeper.
Oh, I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna talk about the. I thought you were saying the
no,
Meg
it's
2,
not
the
Meg 2.
trench.
No.
I was like, is Jason's version of Jaws?
No. So Jason Statham's version of Beekeeper. Or no. How do I word this?
Oh, of John Wick. John Wick 4?
Yeah.
That did come out last year.
That's 9th right there.
Wow.
10 I don't think you'll ever get,
don't
but
think I'll
it's
ever
one
get
of my favorite movies of the year.
Nacho Libre.
I wish
I'm
that
just kidding.
came out.
I'm just kidding. Well, it's not Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
You
I
haven't
know that
seen
for
this.
Sure. I haven't seen it.
Yes, it just got on Amazon Prime. I love this movie.
Why? I don't know.
It is a controversial one. Critics hate it. Audience
The
loves
Sound
it.
of Freedom, is that it?
Sound of Freedom.
Let's go. I heard controversial. I'm like, it's gotta be Sound of Freedom.
Critics hated that movie.
Yeah.
It had 100% on Rotten Tomatoes for a long time.
Yeah.
Or on audience score, sorry.
I still gotta watch that. I do really want to watch it
It's
though. After
so-
hearing how high.
Oh, it makes your heart hurt.
Yeah, and usually, it's controversial. I mean, hey, that might be sometimes for movies. That's like a good thing. Gets it more out there. So
Yeah.
I really do want to see it.
Yeah, I don't get the controversy, but
Yeah.
there's people in the world.
Yeah.
Well, that's my question.
Dang, that was my questions. Now what?
Now what? What has been going on in pop culture? What has been going on? We got any news to talk about?
Any news to talk about? Well, I just can't stop thinking about that TED show that came out.
That TED show, we will watch that. That TED show
Let's go.
it looks so it looks like a show.
I haven't even seen the TED movies, at least not for a while. But it just
It looks fun.
it looks fun. Like it looks fun, looks funny. Definitely raunchy, but it looks like it'd be fun, a funny show to watch. And so, I'm kind of excited for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. Oh, sorry about the sniffles too. I got a little bit of a nose sniffle.
You got a sniffle?
Yeah, I got a little bit of sniffle.
Oh no! Don't get these people sick.
Oh, sorry.
Don't listen to the podcast anymore.
Oh, I didn't cover my mouth.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
boy.
Ted, yeah, we gotta watch that sometime.
Yeah.
It came out on Peacock. Any movies coming out soon that look interesting? The Furiosa looks pretty good.
Yeah, the Mad Max Furiosa that with Anya Taylor-Joy.
Abigail looks fun. Horror movie.
Yeah, like I'm not usually a big horror movie guy, but Abigail just honestly, I think it looks just choreography.
Yeah,
it looks really good.
different and it looks fun.
It's like a movie about a vampire ballerina. That's like
Cassie Lane is in it. Cassie Lang from
Yeah.
Quantumania too. So
yeah. Might
Oh,
tug at
Gus
some people's
Fring.
hearts. Gus Fring's in it too.
yeah, Gus Fring.
Yeah, the guy from Breaking Bad.
For Marvel, I think we only have one movie, Deadpool 3.
Yeah, is that coming out next year? This year?
Yeah, I think it's the only Marvel movie, so it's gonna be a long drought. But
I'm honestly okay with that. You know, a lot of Marvel movies are coming out. You know, and they're not like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania it was rated too harshly. It's a good. I liked it. It was a good movie. It had its problems, but it was a good movie. But you know, there is a lot of Marvel fatigue going around.
I wouldn't say I like Quantumania, but I wouldn't say it's a good movie.
Yeah, no,
it's it's entertaining. I just Ant-Man. I just love Ant-Man.
Yeah,
like he might be my favorite movie Marvel character. Because other than movies, I would definitely take Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Punisher. Like I love those characters. Yeah, I'm so glad they're bringing back Daredevil soon.
Yeah. Punisher is such a good show, you know. Like, I just watched it recently. Basically, you know, you showed me recently.
Yeah,
because I didn't really catch it when it was like on Netflix, and it's actually such a good show.
Yeah, the actor is just awesome, and we're gonna get Daredevil Born Again coming out this year. I think it's planned. It's
supposed to, yeah. So
that'll be awesome too.
Yeah,
to see what. Oh, they could ruin it though.
Yeah,
they could, but. I'm pretty confident on it because I've recently seen that they kept the side characters. They kept the actors. They kept Foggy Nelson and Karen Page.
Yeah, I don't know who their actual.
Deborah Ann Wool is Karen Page, and Foggy. I don't know.
Yeah,
you could look it up if you want.
But yeah, it's honestly it seems like it's gonna be a pretty exciting year for Marvel.
It has potential, like Marvel. With just having Deadpool and Daredevil Born Again, Echo was mid. That came out super early January. But this has just because there's only a few projects, it could be a good year for Marvel.
Yeah.
Just because they don't have a lot on their plate.
They're not
they don't have
so many.
They don't have all these weird the Marvels and.
Not that Marvel's was bad. We didn't see
we didn't see it yet, but we've heard
mixed reviews.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of mixed. Yeah, Secret Invasion got
got slammed.
Yeah, got slammed. Marvel has a way to come back, definitely, especially with the projects. Deadpool is awesome. The franchise is awesome. So if they could piggyback off that. And Daredevil too, if they could just go off of the previous Daredevil, could be good.
Yeah, like it's gonna be exciting to see for sure.
Yeah, Argyle looks cool too.
Yeah, with Dua Lipa.
With Dua Lipa and who else? The lady from Jurassic World.
The lady from Jurassic World.
Is that who it is?
I don't know.
Bryce Howard.
I don't remember her as the lady from Jurassic World, to be honest. It's also got a Henry Cavill, right? Yeah, that's who I was trying to think. I didn't think of his name right away. Superman. That just looks good. I think that just looks good because I don't know. It's like a book, but in real life.
Bryce Dallas Howard is the lady in it.
Okay,
so I'm right. You're wrong.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, I'm wrong. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. She's the main character.
Yeah.
So.
She thinks she's the main character.
Yeah.
And there's the cat.
There is the cat.
Cat.
Yeah, that movie looks like a lot of fun.
And then what's it called? King Arthur or
King
Arthur
Arthur?
The King?
Arthur the King, the dog movie.
It looks good, but it looks like it's gonna be sad.
I'd literally cry.
Yeah.
I can't do dogs. Oh, I shouldn't say. I can't do sad dog movies.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, on that note, I think we gotta end the
podcast.
Yeah. Before I say anything
Before
else.
you say you can't do dogs.
Yeah.
Dog movies, I should say.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thanks for listening.
Thanks if for you made it this far. Gooper Reel, yeah.
Yeah.
It's me, Michael Matag, and Mason Griffith over here.
I hope you can hear the improvement. I think this week went better.
Yeah. Feel a lot more comfortable in this setting,
Yeah.
Letting it all come out,
Everything takes a little practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, follow our Instagram, Gooper Reel Pod. Or subscribe to our YouTube.
Gooper Reel Pod. No, it's the Gooper Reel. Yeah.
something like that.
It's
You'll
Gooper,
find
the
it.
Gooper reel. Yeah, that's what it is on YouTube.
And yeah, see you next week.
Yep. See you next week. Have a gooptacular evening or day.
Bye bye.